PTSD. Let's talk about it. It's been a long, long journey. Back in 2003, they told us all, hey, pack up your A and B bags, your rucksack. Eventually, they started doing alerts at like 1 o'clock in the morning. They gave us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to show up, getting ready for war. My unit in particular got orders to go to Afghanistan. Fast forward to December 2002, they changed our orders to go to Iraq. All of our equipment and our ships were going to Turkey. A lot of you remember that. So we had to wait for the ships to turn around and go through Kuwait in order for us to go and invade Iraq. Third ID got called up instead of fourth ID. They were first in the chute. Them boys went through hell and back. And when you seen the face of some of these guys rolling back in, it was like watching Band of Brothers, watching them come out of the war zone while you go into the war zone. It's the most scariest feeling and sight that you'll ever see in your life. Boys are dirty. Boys look tired. I mean, it's war. But there's some things that we seen in 2003, 2004, 05, 06. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. But if you're watching this, we made it back home. For me, I got out in 2007 and I joined the reserves after my second deployment. And that's when my journey started. I had no idea what even PTSD was. I was still young. I was still in my 20s. It was a journey. I went through group therapy. I went through one-on-one therapy. I did that for a very, very long time. The VA was shoving pills down my throat until they finally found a medicine that was working for me. And I took that for a lot of years until I tried to commit suicide for a second time. But something happened during that second time that I tried to commit suicide that triggered something in my mind. That is the purpose of why I'm here, the purpose of why I'm still alive, all the struggles and things that I went through in my life and the obstacles I was able to overcome. You're still able to do that. Veterans and soldiers that suffer with PTSD is they don't know how to shut it off. Related to watching the news, right? The news has a lot of drama. The news has some things that we might not like. If we continuously watch it every single day and stress about it every single day, that's a form of mind control. You start thinking a certain way, and these things start playing in your mind over and over and over and over again because we allow it. We allow that to control how we react emotionally to those things that we've learned. We can't change the past, man. We cannot change the past. I had battle buddies that I lost too. And for a very long time, it was hard for me to even talk about. Now I don't really talk about it unless it comes up. But I am more comfortable in my boots now to be able to speak about it. Once I knew that I got better, I decided to come back, active duty and wear the uniform again with more purpose. Wearing this gives us purpose. The problem is that once you become a veteran, you don't have this anymore. The adrenaline is not there anymore. You know, the constant stressing is not there anymore. So you're trying to figure out what your purpose is and what it is that you need to be doing to mirror exactly what you were doing in the military. The things that we've had to endure during that time period, it's tough, man. It is tough. But the way I overcame it was I got rid of the mental health medication that I was under. I stopped cold turkey. Now, I'm not a professional. You take it with a grain of salt. That is up to you. But what helped me was having a good support system, which is my wife and kids and my wife's family, and getting off the medication and striving for more, striving to be better, having a purpose. There's no cure all for PTSD. From time to time, I still think about certain things. But the important part is that I don't dwell on the past. I cannot change what happened. There was nothing that I could have done differently to change the outcome of what was going to happen. We were fighting a war against bad guys. The Fedayeen, the Taliban, you name it. All the world terrorists were against us. You can't change that. What you can change is today and what you do now. Live for you, live for your family, live for your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousins, your friends. Live for them. Do things for them that will help you in return. Leadership values that we have, right? Selfless service. Practicing selfless service will in turn help you recover. Engage in more positive activities. Think about things in a more positive manner instead of trying to dwell on the past, letting it keep replaying in your mind over and over and over again like a broken record. That is a form of mind control, and you're doing it to yourself. You need to learn to be able to adapt to that. With that said, listen, I wish every single one of you the best of luck in this fight. I know the fight isn't over, but I know you got this. You got it, man. You just have to figure out what works for you. What makes you happy? What makes your family happy? That's all. God bless.